Welcome to Hemopathy Platform. Introduction James Tyler Kent Series Angle Suji 1. Writer says we receive many letters from patients asking for medicine for some specified disease by name and not mentioning any symptoms upon which we can base an intelligent prescription. The homeopathic physician has no remedy for the name of a disease. Homeopathy is an exact science. It is based upon a natural law, and the true physician must prescribe in accordance with this law of nature. Homeopathy has no specific for any disease by name, but it has a true specific for each individual case of disease. That is, homeopathy does not treat fever or any other disease in the abstract, but applies medicine to the individual personality in that condition which produces or causes fever. To apply the homeopathic remedy properly, that condition of the individual patient must be known by the voice of nature speaking through symptoms. The beneficent Creator has ordained that every diseased condition shall be made known by certain symptoms, and whenever that same condition is present, that same set of symptoms will also be present. Certain symptoms are always present in any given disease. These point alone to the name of the disease. In every given disease there is another class of symptoms peculiar to the individual and differing in some way from those of other cases of the same disease. These symptoms show the individual characteristics of the patient and point unerringly to the curative homeopathic remedy. When these symptoms peculiar to the individual patient are known, the homeopathic remedy can be selected that will surely cure every curable disease, whether the disease be tumors, morbid growths, cancer or other skin diseases, or any form of chronic or acute disease peculiar to man, woman or child. To accomplish this desirable result, every case must be individualized, every symptoms from head to feet must be given, every variation from positive health must be known. Whatever is not as it should be is a symptom and must be recorded. This complete picture of the disease cannot always be given in a written communication, and hence, it is best for the physician to see the patient at least once. But as many patients wish to be treated by correspondence, in fact, must be under certain circumstances, the same good result can be attained by the patient writing his most prominent, marked, peculiar and characteristic symptoms, especially those differing from other cases of the same disease. To simply write, "I have the headache, the backache, an eruption, or a cough," would not be a guide in the selection of a homeopathic remedy. Such statements are too general and do but little good. It would be mere guessing to select one of a possible 100 remedies to apply to the statements as above. But when you add to the general statement, "I have the headache," the individual peculiarities, sharp shooting pains in the left side of the head and temple, you simplify the selection of a remedy very much. When you further add that the pains always come on when the slightest cold air strikes the head, the pains are much less when lying down and covering up the head warmly, and much worse when rising up, walking about, or when the head becomes cool. You then state just what the physician needs to guide him. This is what is called individualizing the case. While taking the medicine, it is necessary to abstain from every other kind of medicine, whether domestic, patent, or from another physician. Don't use camphor, perfumes, liniments, gargles, and the like. Any of these may seriously interfere with the curative remedy. If worse at any time, and you feel that you must have relief, write the particulars to your own physician. Very often the curative remedy will cause an aggravation at first, or at the first menstrual period, but this is a good indication and should not be interfered with. Let the remedy have its perfect work. The following suggestions and questions will aid the patient in giving such a description of his case as The homeopathic physician must have to prescribe intelligently. These questions and suggestions should be read over till comprehended fully. Don't guess at the meaning. There is nothing here suggested, and no question asked, but that is most important. The success of the prescription depends largely upon your ability to describe your symptoms. Answer no question by yes or no. Make your reply in full, giving all the particulars. Use your own language. The language used in these pages is merely suggestive. State your case simply, in full, with reference only to facts in the case. Do not refer to questions that do not refer to your case. No one case will have need to answer more than a small part of the questions propounded, but every patient must carefully read every line and word and reply to everything that has any bearing on the case in hand. Do not repeat the question in your letter, but merely state the fact in full. Pass by anything you do not comprehend. Consult the dictionary for any word you may not understand, so as to make sure of your statement. The communications of patients will be held in the strictest privacy. No one will ever learn of your private troubles or symptoms through the agency of your physician. Therefore, be perfectly free in your statements. While taking medicine, use common sense in diet. Avoid everything you know to be hurtful, or of which you have doubt. Avoid rich, greasy food, spices, cakes, pies, candies, tea, strong coffee, and food or drink after which you feel uncomfortable. J.